All right, so we have a couple of toilet paper towel rolls, and I just folded it in. I cut it in half. It's gonna be my scooper because today I am fertilizing my plants. Very excited. This is my main thing, and then I'm like, I really actually should also get back to the greenhouse so I can start using it because I want to paint it. I want to take down the siding on the back, wood fillet, paint her up on the back and on the inside. So I need to also address that. But also, like today's a hot day. The wasps are out. I don't think. If anything, today what I do is um, I will push that front piece back to screw it in maybe, and then also put another layer on top in the front, another piece of wood on top. I probably have to join two pieces of wood, but anyway, the trees are really flushing out, creating a canopy. It's great. Over here we see a cherry. There's a cherry there, another cherry there. Behind that cherry and next to that cherry, respectively, I believe are persimmons. Ah! Over there in the corner is a cherry, another cherry over there. This looks like it's the last flower for some reason. Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna go all the way. Oh, what was that? I'm gonna go all the way because I came out here without my hat, and then I'm like, it's hot. I feel on my head, so I have to come back and get the hat. But I'm gonna go all the way to the front, fertilize. I don't know that I should fertilize I mean, it does save shrubs and it is just plant food. So I don't see what the negative would be, but I think I'm gonna probably fertilize everything up here. The Decilium, for sure the rose, for sure the gardenia. I don't know about the osmanthus. I'm not gonna, I don't think I need to fertilize the grasses, but I can Google that real quick. I have the peonies up here. The rose propagations, I think they're pretty much dead at this point, but I might sprinkle a little, you know, over there. And the hydrangea for sure. I think the inkberry is dead, but I do have my loppers. Also, I have this holly that I also think is dead. So pretty much there's nothing over here. So that's where that flat area, which I still mean to do something with, maybe preferentially with like pavers of some sort, and probably bigger than I had it. But I also cleared out an area bigger than what was actively being quote quote used. Anyway, there's the inkberry that I think died after transplantation. Okay, the holly, the gardenia that needs a bunch of water love. Oh my gosh, and it's cloudy today. I don't know why it's cloudy. I don't know if we're supposed to, I don't think we're supposed to rain today, but you know, I do have my little mini rake because it also there's something. Oh, it's just some dead leaves in the osmanthus. The osmanthus looks like it could be. She looks like she could be more vigorous, so for sure she's gonna get some food. The rose cutting over here, it looks hella dead. She looks hella dead. Yeah, I did see someone online using like the snail seed method for like starting roses or something. So I do have the hoe and the little rake, so I can pull away some things and get to the root or around the base of the respective plant. So yeah. So my idea is to come and clear out the base, but you see really at the base evidence of this hydrangea still being alive. Okay. Hey girl. Hey girl. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if anything's up here. And if things start to not, if things are growing and then branches are clearly dead, I'll cut those later on. I do have the loppers. That's what I'm gonna do with the lilac today. So I'm over here listening to the new Thundercat album, and I already had saved a couple from it, and I had heard some. A bunch of flies over here. Really gotta finish over here. But I'm like, oh yeah, I like this song. And there's one song I'm like, I probably won't save this one, but I'm way too deep. I'm not saving as I'm listening because I'm in the work, right? Anyway, I went on. Oh, here comes the rain. Let me hurry up. Hold on. I did fertilize the peonies. This is not necessarily a high phosphorus fertilizer. Again, there comes, as soon as I start recording, the rain starts to come. I'm just putting it around, and I'm gonna cover it with my hands, I think, to try and get along fast. I'm just gonna show. Here's a hydrangea. I feel like I could probably do more. Ooh, not you falling. Not you falling. Okay. The hydrangea is, I feel like I could do more with the fertilizer. Let me see. I'm probably not gonna fertilize it. And over here, there's like, it's not super, the soil's not super great, let's just say. Ooh. So it's not super great. So if I over fertilize, also, you know, everything is well draining around here because it's sand. So, yeah. I'm gonna do it with my hand and or the rake. Oh my gosh, the rain. Yay, the rain, but oh my gosh, the rain. So it has not yet been a heavy, heavy, heavy rain. You can see that it's dry up there. It's just like drizzles. So I was able to get everything done. No super downpour really came. I did sprinkle a bunch. Some of that got on the plant. I'm not super worried about that. I will go with the rake and try and shake it around. I'm going to scratch things in with the rake. I did pretty much just put on everything. I did put on pomegranate, but really like not super close. And I don't know how much I'll scratch that in either. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to weed here, but I did fertilize everything. I didn't fertilize the blueberry. I put the end of the fertilizer, when I had to open the little scoop I made, I put the rest around the Shasta daisy. What can be said? I'm going to scratch on the surface with this. What can be said? I'm also leaving these because I did see somewhere that, how do you call this? Clematis like to have their roots shaded. And so, oh, look, more clematis coming up. And so I'm using this as like a living mulch, as it were. I don't think I put anything in the back. I don't know why things are like loving to try and hang down here. Like, climb up. Climb up. Okay. So the most fun I had fertilizing, for whatever reason, was this lilac. Probably just this doing so well. And I had to pull away some of the pine cones. And there's some growing under here. So we're just going to leave that there. Today is April the 3rd. And so 3 months, which should be July. Sometime in July, I'll have to fertilize again. Unless, of course, you know, things are looking extra, extra needy for something. And so this over here, I do have a little nub in there also. She's also growing. So hopefully with the fertilizer and my increased regular watering over here, everything does really nice. I do want to extend this, but like I have, and see, this needs to go in furthermore because I think it does. Anyway, I do want to extend this. I don't know what will go over here. I did make a mock-up of like, ooh, I could have a fountain. I could have some roses here. And that way when I look out, I see a fountain and roses and trees. Maybe not trees here, but like, you know, like 5-foot type shrubs as opposed to like the peach is going to get big. But I would have, maybe also I would like a tree over here. But will this over here block a view from, maybe, maybe not. Anyway, again, future money, future dreams. So some weeds over here that I guess if I'm over here, I'll take up. Just let you dry out. I'm not sure if this is, I don't think this is Shasta as well, because it has like a midrib that looks different. Weird or different. No, it's not. A lot of grasses. That's fine. Let the yarrow go crazy. Go crazy, yarrow, go crazy. Oh, uh-oh. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think that's something that was planted on purpose. I'll leave that. I'm not sure what this is either. Some things over here. I think that's it. I know, you know, the rain started. And also I think even before the rain started, I'm like, wait a minute, like, today's not a good day for shed work. Shed work should be done when it is not, when I have several days of no rain and the temperature is not blaring hot. I thought today was going to be a not blaring hot day. I was apparently very wrong. I thought it was just cloudy for whatever reason. Very wrong. I did put a little bit of fertilizer in the vegetable beds, and 2 of the lettuce did root. They're coming back up with the rain, so yay for that. Theoretically, I might water later tonight. I'm gonna put the fertilizer back in and all that stuff back in. I might water some of these. Let's see if okay, I'm gonna try and water now. Bad. I was looking at the tools I have. I do have the loppers. Time to cut off this at the back because we see how grand it's growing, right? But this in the back is not growing well. So I'm gonna scratch it. I mean, I don't think that would be an issue regardless. It's not growing. So, all right. So this comes out a triangle here. I think eventually I want to straighten it out like so it's like this. But this is in line with the triangle, so I'm gonna move these over and probably a little bit back because from over here it looks like it should be a little bit back. So, and so I did move it over. I do want it more in line with the shrub than anything. Probably could still go a little bit over, but when and whether or not I'll push this back to make it more, I don't know, because already we see that pine is over here. First of all, that's still a little blue area. Okay, girl, I have to put this around. So she's not doing so well over here. Okay, pine cones. Okay, some of these smaller ones are in the way, like this one is in the way. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Didn't I have sticks? I did. I think they're over there. All right, so I did find the sticks, and I did push back, and I have this here. So if anything, you know, soil and whatnot can accumulate from the breakdown of materials. I'd even go up further there. This could probably go further back, but for now we're going to leave it as is because the idea is pavers anyway. So, and I don't know if I'll have the same type of pavers the whole way or just those pavers this way and then some other pavers the other way. That might be what has to work. So that way it'll be easier. Maybe the thin pavers, the thin little, and then these are mix of sizes. I don't know. Yeah, I love it here. The first year or two that we were here, I thought, oh my gosh, is that a maple? And the whole thing is, oh, it's a sweet gum. But there for sure are maples here. And there's one that's growing in the middle of the clearing that I want to check if it's a maple or a sweet gum. I'm sure this is a maple. I've done the Google searching. I don't remember if this is a blue or white oak. I know we have water oaks too, I think. I forget. But that looks like, maybe it's a sweet gum, but I thought it was an oak. Oh no, it's an oak. Okay, it's an oak. Cool. It really curves in, and I don't mean for it to curve so much. I meant for it to be like, well, I guess it is meant to curve, actually. That's a lie. Okay. I have some things I want to show. Oh my gosh, all these flies in my face. So, we've got a lot of camellia coming up. I'm gonna let it thin themselves. I also don't know why this is flowering. Why is the sage flowering? Am I supposed to take this off? Probably, right? So I have to look into that first. So, oh shoot. I guess maybe depending on how much time I have left, I might go up to the front and cut some of those branches that are in the road. It's just hot. I'm tired and it's hot, and I haven't even been out here long. It's oh my gosh. I'm kind of in line now with where everything goes. I think I'm going to clean up everything in front of that main thick trunk. Most of what I can with the loppers. Yeah. I cut more. I went back a second time. I came over here to check. I went back a second time and I cut out more. I think when we came here, most of this was not here. We've been here like 3 years. And most of this was not here. I know this fallen tree was here, this dead tree, but these little shoots, you know, because the oak grows, I think, relatively quick. And so we have a lot over here. We have a lot of oaks, right? Is this the water oak versus the white oak or vice versa? I don't remember which one. Oaks on oaks. We have sassafras. We've got some cherries. There's a cherry behind that. That's a cherry. I think that this is Lespedeza. I don't know which one it is. It might be the invasive one. But, you know, it's a nitrogen fixer, so I'm not going to do too much, especially since this is like side of a dead tree. So I cleared it up. I could probably cut this because I don't know that the trucks really hit this so much. I probably cut it up and let it go up, if anything, but I might wait a season for that. So I pretty much cleared everything that was over here. I didn't mean to. Maybe it wasn't for the best because I see a bunch of little oaks, but I'll be coming up and clearing this up anyway. But I think I left space for like a future fence line, which should be like here. So, yeah. I'm going to clean it up. I don't like how it looks from here. It looks stupid. I'm going to take this branch off. I don't recall if this is dog fennel or there's another, I think it's dog fennel. Something else that I think it's a native. So I don't really mind it so much. It looks like it got ran over. There's at least that one maybe got ran over, or I don't know. This is not like a set road, so yeah. I did come over to cut it up, and I decided against it because I don't necessarily want to push too far back, and then people think that the road is more in than it is. It's like, you know, the road is, you know, don't, yeah, as a deterrent. So if anything, I'll come back and cut it later on if it proves to be an issue, but I don't think it's going to. So all right, I did cut this off because I think that is in the line of would-be fence the way it was. And it's kind of thick, and I don't want it getting thicker. Everything else is relatively thin and I can cut off easy, so I did cut that off. I did clear up some stuff over here, but yeah, I don't know. It's cleared up, so that's fun.